Welcome to Cyberbytes, the podcast. I'm your host, Joseph Cooper, co-founder of Aspiron Search. Today's guest, we have Ben Kliger, CEO and co-founder of Zenity, the first security governance platform for low-code, no-code applications. Ben has over 17 years security industry experience, and having just secured a 16.5 million Series A round led by Intel Capital, is on a mission to enable the low-code, no-code revolution by providing security governance that is simple, scalable, and seamless. All right, and we're on. Introducing Ben Kliger, CEO and co-founder at Zenity. How are you, mate?
Hey, Joseph, what's up?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Where are you in the world at the moment?
Currently in Tel Aviv in Israel.
When are you moving to New York? When's that happening?
Planning for that to happen by
Yeah.
the end of the year.
Nice. That'll be a nice move, mate, and a very much a strategic move. But we can talk a little bit about that. But look, Ben, thanks for coming on the show. With all my guests, I like to just take it back to where it all began and get a bit of an idea about who you are and how you got into the industry.
Sure. So I've been working in the cybersecurity space actually for my entire professional career. So over 17 years ago, it all started in the IDF in Unit A200. Did a bunch of stuff after that, including consulting, many years of product management. Most recently, prior to founding Zenity, I was with Microsoft, where I led one of the products in the cloud security space. I've gotten to experience the cloud security revolution pretty much from its very early days. Very happy to be here and tell you a bit more about the story of Zenity as the first company to do security governance for low code and no code and gen AI based development.
Yeah, love that. I think we should just dive straight in, really, because I'm seeing a lot of hype and noise around low code, no code. Can you just give the audience a bit of an idea of what it is, and then we can talk a little bit about what Zenity are up to?
Sure. So low code, no code platforms, basically, in a nutshell, they bring people closer to technology. It's a beautiful idea that allows people who are not tech savvy, who are not professional developers, to still be able and build applications, automations, chatbots, basically whatever they have in mind in order to be more productive, in order to offer new services and new products in the business. To just do that on their own without waiting for IT and without waiting for a developer to code and build it for them. So they use these drag and drop interfaces. Today, they also use gen AI based capabilities in order to build those stuff again with zero coding or technology prior knowledge. That's of course exciting because it means that so many people can now be part of the modern professional world and go through the digital transformation process that we're all going through. But it also imposes a security risk that organizations are aware of and should handle pretty much as early as possible as they can.
Whose problem is this? Because does this fall a little bit more further outside of just IT then as well?
Correct. It's in the hands of the application security leaders, in the hands of the security teams, to make sure that the same application security processes and tooling that they are using today in the traditional professional development world is also being up to date, and it's being handled in the business-led development world too. So we're working with security leaders from Fortune 100, Fortune 500 type of companies across the globe who have massive programs of business-led development, of citizen development, where again, these people who are in the business units just build stuff on their own. And the security teams, they understand that today they're not part of the discussion, and it's basically a blind spot for them. So they come and talk to Zenity in order to make sure that they can apply the same, again, application security principles to this new world of low-code and no-code development.
Nice. So when did Zenity come around, and who did you co-found with? How long have you guys been running? I know you just had quite a nice Series A round led by Intel Capital. How did it all come around?
Thank you. Yeah, of course. So I co-founded Zenity 2.5 years ago together with Michael Barguri. who is our CTO. He's also a good friend. We've gotten to work quite close together during our time at Microsoft. Brilliant guy. Actually, I think he's the thought leader and probably the world expert when it comes to what it means to secure low-code and no-code development. We knew each other from working internally at Microsoft. Michael was there in the Azure Security CTO office, leading various of different initiatives. And that's also where the first kind of glimpse that we've gotten into this world of citizen development of low-code. We saw the big impact that it was making internally at Microsoft. And we basically were fortunate to see into the future where other organizations are going with citizen development. And basically it stood up as a whole blue ocean of an opportunity because low code and citizen development is all around us. Basically any modern SaaS platform today is much more than just a niche SaaS offering. They all became full-fledged development platforms targeting different type of developers, not professional developers again. And the opportunity is just massive. So we started the company together 2.5 years ago with the vision to do security governance cross-platform for low-code and no-code development. We started with a $5 million seed round from Vertex Ventures and UpWest. Since then, of course, we grew. We're already today 30 people across Israel and the United States, working again with very innovative brand names across the globe. Exciting times here at Zenity. And yes, we just completed our A round.
Yeah, nice. So in terms of like the TAM and the target addressable market of this space, because I was looking on even on your website, you're quite clearly posting, and I've got the fact here. It says Gartner said that LCNC platforms will power more than 70% of new applications, which is insane. Like how big is this space?
It's massive. It's really all around us. There is no today organization who is using a major SaaS vendor, such as Salesforce, such as Google, such as Microsoft. They all embed low-code and no-code capabilities, and today also gen AI mechanisms heavily into their productivity suites, heavily into the CRM, into the ERP, into the most critical applications that business users are using on their day-to-day activities. So really, it's all around us. The market of low-code, no-code today, it's already estimated to be worth around the $40 billion as of today, going to grow to the $130 billion by 2030. So it's growing a lot. And of course, with the recent news around gen AI and the open AI activities, it's even more exciting. The usage is really all around us.
Yeah, wow. In terms of actually the whole low code, no code, and there are obviously a couple of other startups that are in this space. What exactly are you doing so differently? Because earlier you mentioned that you're the first. What exactly are you doing differently to a couple of the other startups in the same space?
So I think it's important to first understand that Zenity is an application security company. That means that we're trying to bring similar principles from the application security world, such as vulnerability scanners, such as the way to find secrets that are embedded into the application, such as separation of production and development environments. So we bring these application security expertise into this modern world of low-code and no-code development. What's very unique about it is that we're very deep into the level of analysis and scanning that we're doing to each and every object and artifact that people in the organization are actually creating and maintaining on top of the low-code and no-code platform. That means that we're dealing with huge scale of data. We're scanning organizations that have tens and hundreds of thousands of apps and automations and, again, chatbots and whatever that were created on top of these low-code and no-code platforms. These numbers are real and they're insane. How do you deal with that? How do you deal even with, let's not talk about 100,000. How do you deal with 1,000 apps that people create? These numbers require everything and require a platform, a deep platform that can analyze and find security defects in the way that those applications were created.
Great. And so do you guys also do remediation as well? Is that what differentiates you?
Of course, so the Zenity platform does three things in general. First is visibility. We help our buyers, our customers to understand first what's going on in the local platform. Who is building, what are they building, how are the different components are associated to each other, are there business critical stuff there, yes or no? That's part of the visibility pillar, or as we call it, the Zenity inventory. Second pillar is the risk assessment. That's where we find those concrete security issues with over 100 security checks built into the platform. And we find stuff such as exposed secrets, mishandling of PII, data exfiltration, application impersonation, and many other type of security checks. And the last pillar of Zenity is what we refer to as the governance, and that's about that goes straight to your question about mitigation. That's where we enable our customers to take automatic actions and not only get visibility to the issues, but fix them via the Zenity platform. That's where we provide playbooks that move you from retroactively respond to proactively enforce the Zenity security checks and the Zenity policies. So you can enforce, you can automatically prevent an issue from occurring in the future. And it's also about customizing all of the security checks and customizing the configuration of the Zenity platform itself. So we go from visibility to governance, all within the Zenity platform with a very intuitive UI and an API-based integration that is required.
Nice. I was reading Andrew's blog on your website about the ServiceNow miss-up. It mentions a lot about citizen development. Can you tell us just a little bit more about that and then why this can't be ignored?
Sure, and ServiceNow, that's the most recent finding that was published, but we're seeing it every day when we work with our customers, when we work with organizations. Again, citizen developers, they don't understand the implications of building an application securely. They don't understand the implications of how to use an identity the right way when they're using an application, or how to access data. That's exactly what we saw in the ServiceNow example. It's about configuration in the application level that is basically derived from how the application was created. It's not something that there is like a tenant level toggle in the ServiceNow offering that you can just turn on and prevent.
Yeah, on the blog. I'll actually, what I'll do, I'll put the blog in the show notes, but it was just a really good explanation of the citizen development dilemma. So I'll put that in the blog notes. What's
Sure.
What's the future for Zenity, Ben? What's next?
Oh, exciting times here at Zenity. As we said in the beginning, we just closed our A round, led by Intel Capital. That means that we're in again a growth period. We're hiring across all fronts, whether it's on the engineering team, product team, security research teams here in the Israeli site, or whether it's on the go-to-market side where we expand our team in the United States, sales, marketing, business partnerships. We're firing on all fronts, and again, exciting times. We're growing, we're working hard, we're gaining more traction with more sophisticated and very smart customers. So fun time.
Yeah, nice. What I think is because this is a real problem, this is what excites me about you guys and what you're up to. So look, I wish you all the best of success with Zenity, mate. And obviously the move to the US, absolutely exciting times for you, and best of luck with it.
Thanks, Joseph. I had a pleasure speaking with you, and I appreciate the opportunity as well.
Amazing. Nice one. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed today's show, please like and share with your friends and colleagues, as this is really important for the show's reach. If you'd like to be our next guest or are interested in Aspiron Search's staffing solutions, please get in touch directly with me or reach out to us via our website www.aspironsearch.com.